Hey guys, so this is B Woods with Fam Rising. So we're gonna go through and we're just gonna look at what this is doing. I'm gonna describe what it's doing, and I'm gonna describe, how you can use it every day to get into profit and take profit with some confidence. Okay, so we're just gonna go day after day. We're gonna go through US 30. We're gonna go through NAS. We're gonna go through some uh, Forex pairs. We're going to actually go through some futures, and we're going to go through some crypto as well. So we're going to just see exactly what this is doing, why it's doing it, and then how you can use it to make sure that you go into profit every single day. Okay. So first of all, the first thing that you're going to see is you're going to see a white background. That's default, right? And you're going to see a pink one, and you see over here how it's a blue one. This is telling you what trend you're in, whether you're in an uptrend or a downtrend, based on the 200 SMA. Okay. So in the pink background, you're going to see, hey, look, we're in a downtrend, right? Now, this background is the trend inside of the trend. A lot of times, after a trend is pretty much finished and it's returning to that 200, then you're catching, a lot of buys that are happening when you're in a sell trend. So, for example, this was transitioning back into a buy trend, right? So if we were looking for sales all through here, we would kind of get messed up. So instead of that, what we did was have a trend inside of a trend. So it's happening here again, as you can see. So instead, you have the trend inside of the trend, and you know if the both of them are in the same direction, then you're way more powerful in that way. Okay. Next thing you're going to see is a line, a signal line. This is not an EMA, a SMA, or anything of the sort. All it is a line letting you know exactly what direction this thing is going at the same time. All right. We're using Hakanashi candles that cleans up a lot of that price action and makes it really smooth so that you can follow trends and everything of the sort. So the sell and the buy labels, those are self-explanatory, absolutely. And then we have these lines. So these lines, these dotted lines are support and resistance. Okay, so they're already plotted out for you. You're not really gonna have to draw uh, anything with this type of layout. So that's amazing for you. Now, you see how this little dotted blue line is here. It's the lowest previous low and the highest previous high, as you can see right here. And this is everything in between, right? So what happens when it drops below the lowest previous low or above the highest previous high and there's no more lines for you? Guess what? You just go to the higher time frame, right? And it shows you what's happening on a larger scale, right? So if you trade support and resistance and you like that, this is plotted for you every single day, and it adjusts as the market is moving, okay? So if I replay this really quickly, you'll kind of see how that plays out and how it plays into these levels over and over and again, right? So what I'll do is this is going to play at 1 second per tick, right? So I'm just going to do it at 10 seconds per. But as you can see, this is how the market will be moving on this 4-hour time frame. And here are your levels ahead of time. So what you're able to do is you can actually take this horizontal line and map that out if that's something that's, important to you, right? So if you see that, you map it out, great. You probably want to make that red. The whole point is to not have to draw these things, right? So that's that. So we go down to the lower time frame, right? Let's go to the 1 hour. And that line is still there now for you, right? Now, the way Haganashi candles work, if you've never used them, it's telling you how much volume is in that move at that point. So the bigger the candle is, and if there is no wick at the top of it, that means that it's pushing, right? It's pushing down. So we have no wick at the top of this candle. We got to sell. And it's telling you, hey, look, I'm pushing down. Now, the wick of it actually gives you, the regular price and what price is. So you can kind of see where price is on this candle. And the wick, the very end of it, is the furthest that it pushed. Okay. So that's kind of how you read them. The smaller that they are, the lower the volume of volatility that's going on. So if you see them like this, it's not a lot of volatility going on, right? Kind of want to stay out of those places. So this is that 4 hour and this is how it's moving. So let's go back to this 1 hour. As we can see, and we're just going to go day after day, right? So now we know, hey, look, this is a trend at a glance. We're in the sell trend. Up is selling at the same time. Up at the same time, there is a sell alert going on. And what I'm going to tell you about next is these little diamonds, right? These little tiny diamonds. There's orange ones and there's green ones, okay? These are only meant to tell you when a good time to exit is, right? When there's a good time to exit the trade that you're in, you use that orange, right? This means that, hey, if you're in a buy, you can cut out of it, right? Because we're about to start selling for a second, right? And for the green, if you're in a sell, hey, look, you can cut out of it. We're going to be buying for a little bit, okay? So that's what those are for. Now, if I replay that, let's actually go back. And what I'll do is I'll move this to the 5 minute time frame so that we can go 5 minutes at a time. See how it's going a lot faster. So let's look at it here. I'm going to zoom back into this. I think we're in the middle. So let's zoom back into this. And let's go right here at the beginning of the day. Okay. So our time frame. Let's have this sped up just a little bit and we're going to play it back. So you see that orange coming on? So it didn't come off right here. It let you out literally right here before all of this selling happened. Okay. So that's beautiful. Now you can also see when these little alerts came off. So these come off before the move happens. So it always puts you ahead of the move, right? So if we fast forward a little bit again right here, and we just pause it as soon as this alert happens, or something close to it, we can actually say, hey, if I was using $40 per pip, what does it look like? Now, this is 15 minutes at a time, 15 minutes a tick. So this is what it would have looked like for the day. You see it's pushing, sell comes, great, bam. A few minutes later, you're up 16,000, and that's freaking 1, 2, 3, that's about 3 hours, right? Now, where are you going to use a $40 per pip? You would use that in the prop firm. So we pass the prop firm challenges for you and then allow you to use larger capital. In this way, you're able to capitalize on these moves with more capital and you'll be fine, right? So let's just look at it day after day, okay? The rest of this, you have the top-down analysis right here. You have the weekly all the way down to the 15 if you're on the higher time frame. If you're on the lower time frame, it's going to be the weekly all the way down to the seconds. So if you look right down here, you have the weekly, daily, 4 hour. If you drag this up right here, 4 hour, 1 hour, 30 minute, 15, 13, 10, 5 minute. And this is the 15 second, and this is the 5 second. So it's telling you what's happening on all the different time frames at the same time. So this is also a good way to know if you can hold a trade a little bit longer, in addition to these little diamonds letting you know where you can continue on and take profit from as well. So super dope. This black line right here, let's go back to the hour. So this black line right here at the top and bottom is just telling the highest and lowest points of the day, right? And it's blocked off because it's giving you the most volatility. It's letting you know where the most volatility is for this pair, right? And that's between 8 a.m. and 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So in here, this is the most volatile time, and this is where most of the moves are going to be happening. So this is where you will focus. when it comes down to taking these moves. Okay. So let's just look every day at 8 o'clock and see what it looked like for the last, we'll just keep going for a few. So 8 o'clock, here we go. Let's go to the 20th. You see what this was? That was yesterday. Amazing, right? Let's go to the 19th. 19th, we had a sell right here, sell right here. Could have taken profit in there as long as you're in profit. Told you we're going to turn around literally right here. And we went. So if we run this back a little bit, it only takes one move for the entire day to be profitable, right? So let's look at it. This is 5 minutes at a time. The sell started really way up here. Here we go. Then that's profit, 1,000 right there. In and out of there, no problem. Now this is 5 minutes at a time. So it will be going a lot slower. So you'd be able to take that profit, no problem. But this is just letting you know, hey, look, this thing is going into profit. And you saw the other one push right back down there too. So that was good. Let's look at the next day. Next day, you can see it at a glance, right? If we play this one back, here we go. 5 minutes at a time. We're waiting to see where it actually comes off. There it is right there. Let's put that in and see if it pushes. It pushed, bam, 2,000 and some change, 3,000, 4,000, bam, you're out of there, right? And it continued on. What does this look like? It's all down. It's telling you, hey, look, we're pushing down right now. So that's what that looked like. So now that you know what it looks like on a regular, you can see this at a glance, okay? Now there's nothing that came off in this time in here. What do? You can see it on the 15-minute time frame and 5-minute time frame as well. Very, very easily, there's some moves happening inside of there for sure, right? Let's see what happens. That thing came off. The green diamond came off and tell me we're about to push. A buy actually did come off there. See, it flickered. So it came off. We went $800 in the profit. Great, that's your day, right? So a lot of times these are not even sitting there. 1,400, another buy came off. If you could see that, your day is there. Your day is done. Okay. Next day, here's your buy right here. You can kind of see at a glance what that looked like. Next day, and you see how this changed and let you know you could take profit right here. That's a great place to take profit, right at the top of this trend before it started going. So that's what those are there for. So if you're in one of these buys, great. This is where it told you to take profit. So that's amazing for that. Here are the buys. You have two of them in this time, and you could just measure that right out and see, man, that was 300 some odd pips for that. And if you took it right to the diamond, letting you know where to come out, guess what? That's 297 pips. Okay, you can set alerts for all of these things, and you'll get a text message when it's happening. Okay, day before that or day after that, that was definitely a win as well. So let's go back another couple of days. Bam, so here's your sell. Next day, here's your buy right into that trend, and you had a sell right here too. So you got two moves, great. Next day, here's your sell, letting you know we're going back into a little down push. Perfect, that would have been fine. And here's your buy. So if you're wondering how this looked out, let's actually look at it. How this played out, I mean, let's look at it. This is not 8 o'clock yet. It just started. 8 o'clock just started here. And let's see where this thing came off at. 8 o'clock, now we're into 9 o'clock, 9:30. 9:30 just says sell. So that would have been that. So if we come back to it, bring this down to the 1 minute, now you can really see this is why backtesting is nice and important. because you can go down to the 1 minute, the 1 second. If you're on premium, you can go down to the 1 second and see every single tick that happened. So even if you're back to see how it's early there, you wouldn't have seen that on the 5 because again, it was just flowing past. So here we go. You saw that flick up to 1700, right? But again, we're doing 5 minutes at a time. So you would have taken your profit in there, and then the sell came off, and that one went into profit as well. So that's how that looks. Great day, 2 trades, right at 9:30, no problem. Next, that's obvious, that's amazing. Next. All right, let's see. It's always a good sign when you see that orange diamond come up and you're right under this line at the same time. Don't get caught up in doing that on a regular basis because, again, it's not for that. We're looking for the buys and sells. And as you can see, there's plenty of them every single day, right? But if you see down here, it was pushing down on all these time frames. You already know what type of candle this is. You got a little more confirmation there. And I bet, what day is this? February 6th. I bet if we go down to this 15, you'll see what's going on there, right? Inside of it. So normally I would just tell you guys, hey, look, just play on the 15. The 15 is going to give you plenty of opportunities, and that's what you're looking for. You want to get in, have a little low drawdown, and get to where you're trying to go. So here's the buy. You see it went up 800, 900 right there. You can take that, 1400. Great. That's 3 minutes at a time, right? Here's the sell coming. Press the sell, right in the profit, 2000, 2300, 3000, right? There you go. So the 15 does a lot, right? But I'm just giving you the overall sentiment of this so you can get a hang of it, right? Let's go to the next one. You see what that would be at a glance. Next one. Here's your buys, right? If you pop down on the 15, here's your cross back. Hey, look, we're going to be taking profit on these sells, right? That's good. Here's an amazing buy right here. So it's literally every day. All right. So that's US 30, and that's the most volatile indice of all of them, right? So speed it up a little bit. Let's see if it did anything. And then you're always going to see these just light up when it's pushing, right? Let's look at the 15. Let's see what it looked like on the 15. We were in a big sell trend there. So if you're looking at the 15, this is where it lets you in. All right, beautiful. Next day on the 15, short day. Next day on the 15, great day. So it's literally every day. So if we go to the next instrument, let's look at the NASDAQ, and you can see a similar thing going on. Day after day, you're gonna have plenty of moves. They're gonna do their thing, but now you know what you're looking at, right? Little buy was at 9:45, and then the sell back. Got both of those, no problem. Right? Next day, 8 o'clock, sell. Next day. Here's a short buy. If anything, look at that. Telling you to take profit right there or get out right there because I'm about to sell. It sold right off. It gave you a sell right here. Hey, look, get out. I'm about to buy. Here we go. Pushed it, gave you the take profit right here. And then here's a continuation of it, right? Take some more profit right here. Here's a continuation of it. That's how you read this. So now that you're familiar, Now you know what to look for, which is great. Okay. Hey, I'm about to buy. It's buying. Right. The thing that can hurt you with these green and red or green and orange dots is this consolidation. This is why I said don't go strictly off of that, because you'll be going back and forth and losing back and forth over and over until it decides that it's time to go. So don't worry about that, but use it as your take profits. Use it as a little bit of confluence, right? As well, if you want to. And that's that. Let's look at it happening during the sell trend, and then you can see what's happening on that chart at the bottom right to know that, hey, look, we're pushing. We pop down to the 5 minute, then we get the second chart at the very, very bottom of it. And we can run that back. So now you see both of those. It went away for some reason, but usually it wouldn't be. So that's the 5 minute, but you'll see that confluence going, and that's all you look for, and that's literally it. That's all that trading with the system is meant to do. Okay. So you can set alerts for these, and you can also automate these as well, right? So the other part of the course, the automation part of the course, teaches you how to set these alerts. And then you would just have that come as a text message. Hey, look, we're about to buy, and then you know what to expect from it as well. And then you set alerts on the green and orange as well, and it's telling you, hey, look, it's time to take profit, right? So you can have it done that way, and then we can also fully automate as well with that. Okay, so that's good for NAS and US 30. What about the Forex pairs? Well, this is what it looks like at a glance. So now that you know what you're looking at, we could just go right to the 15 minute, and now you see everything at a glance, right? So let's go to that date again. Let's go to the 20th, 21st, 0800. Let's go to the 20th. Here we go. So let's zoom out of here, zoom into here, and look at this time that we marked off. AUD USD, here's your buys on the 15. USD CHF, here's all of your sells. USD JPY, here's all of your sells. Gold, here's your sells. Here's a buy in there as well. It probably did more in the Asian session, right? And as it did, absolutely. Euro USD. Let's get to the gusto, and you see right in this section, it's just taking off and doing its thing, right? NASDAQ, you got your sells. So at a glance, you can see that it's working on all these Forex pairs, right? And it's working on all of these indices. And the thing is, it works on futures as well, right? So if you're going into futures, then here we go. ES, right? NQES. This is natural gas right here, right? This is gold right there, silver. We got YM, right? Which is like the Dow Jones. We have everything here. So this layout is here for you guys, okay? And what is it gonna do? The exact same thing. If you know what to expect, now you can see it happening and see it coming into fruition literally every single day. And if you're looking at a few different pairs, then you can see what's choppy, what's not. You can look right down here and see if all of those things are on red, if they're all on blue. You can kind of glance and see what's going on. And that's super important, right? Do you have to have all this set up? No. You can use one pair, leave it on the one pair, make your money, and get up out of there every single day, right? If you like Asian session and you work during New York session, no worries. We have an Asian session set. Okay. And then with the Asian session set, you're looking at 1900. So you go to 1900, which is 7 p.m. And then you just go to 7 p.m. on a daily basis and see what it looks like for all of these as well. All right. So let's go to the date range. Here we go. And here's your 7 p.m. Some of these are marked off in purple right here. So let's zoom in a little bit. And what did it do? It broke right out of that. Here's your buys. Let's look at what's happened on the other ones at that time. This was a bit choppy. This was good. This was amazing. This was good, right? So many opportunities. Okay. So all your watch lists are also in there. All your watch lists are also in there. So I set the watch list for Asian session, New York session, London session. So here's your Asian session, right? Here's your London session, right? Pairs. These are the ones that are most volatile in those sessions from top to bottom. Here's New York futures, right? New York session for the futures. Forex pairs is here, all the Forex pairs. Now, if you like binary options, if you trade binary options, we have a layout for that. It's called pocket option or binary options. And then you'll have all the pairs that are there for them on a regular basis. And you can do that on the 5 minute. Just ask me about the risk management for that. And then we already have something set to where you can earn when you're on the street, and then mitigate the losses if you're losing. If you stick to that, as long as you're like a 50% win rate, you're absolutely fine. You can compound in that way too, right? So this is all the binary options. So no matter what you're trading, it's that. We also have the crypto. So crypto will be over here. Let's go to that watch list. Open list. And let's go straight to it. Crypto. Now, also in later videos, I speak about the bot that's available that scales into whatever it is that you're trading. So, for example, if you want to take advantage of the crypto market right now, right? Crypto is hot. If you want to take advantage of that market right now, literally, all you're gonna do is do your research and see what people are talking about, right? Right now it's Ethereum. And what you're gonna do is take the bot and program it to every single daily candle that goes in the correct direction. It's just gonna add, but it's not gonna add when it pulls back, right? So then you can effectively scale in and dollar cost average in to all of those moves with cryptocurrency, right? For all of those pairs, all not pairs, but all of those instruments in crypto, your portfolio will be crazy, right? So that's crypto. We have to actually take these off because the scale is different. So when I send it to you, it'll all be set up already. You right click and press auto fit. You're right clicking on the scale and press auto fit. Right? You're right clicking on the scale and pressing auto fit. Do you need all of these? Absolutely not. But here they are though, right? If that's what you're into. But this is what it looks like. So if we're looking at it daily for the crypto, right? I think this is still in, I'm sorry, these are still futures. So if we're going crypto, we can just see what XRP looks like, Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solar, Doge, USDT, Trump coin, and Ripple, right? When we're looking at this, we might want to look at it on the daily, instead. So looking at it on the daily, we'll actually open up Ripple right now so you can actually see. Look at this. November 6th. Here's your first buy. It didn't tell you to take profit until here. And then it told you, hey, we're continuing with the buy, and then told you to take profit here. Or you could have taken profit here. So that looks crazy. So it's letting you in at the very lowest amounts. Now, if you're not selling and buying and selling crypto and you just want the buys, all you do is set the alert for the buys, right? And then you come in and you take a look and see what it looks like. That's it. Go to the next one. Let's go with Bitcoin. What does it look like? There it is. Your takeoff. Where is this at? That's October 15th back here. If you want to look at it on the weekly, look at it on the weekly. And getting these notifications is crazy. Crazy. 2011 is where the first buy came from on the weekly. 2011. This was before this was even made, but hey, look. Could have caught that whole thing. Ethereum. There it is again. Very clean. Got into the buy trend, wrote it on up. All you see is buys all the way through. And then it told you where to exit over and over and over again with these green and orange. Solar, or I think that's how you say it. Sol USDT. Here it is. Called out to the T. Doge. You caught that whole thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 buys. Couple sells in here. Here's the continuation right there. You would have caught that whole thing. All right, USDT. Slowly but surely. Get the buys, take the profit. Get the buys, take the profit. All the way up. So there you go. That's crypto all sold up. And here's the Trump coin. We have one big day, and then it just doused after that. And XRP, clean. Nice and clean. Okay. So that's that. Now you know exactly how to go about these charts. Now you know exactly how to go about these layouts, what they're here for, how to go about using them. During the other videos, I'm telling you shortcuts and how to go about trading view and everything of the sort. So that's all there. No worries. But now at a glance, you can see what's going on. It's telling you where to get in and telling you where to get out. And you have so many options every single day to become profitable. So I'll see you in the next video. We'll go from there.